Guys, you're listening to Boxing Chat. My name is Harry Dell. Let's go ahead and get started with some news of, Canelo Alvarez possibly fighting Erislandy Lara on July 12th on pay-per-view at the MGM Grand. Now, this is very interesting because, Erislandy Lara was supposed to be facing Ishii Smith on May 2nd. It looks to me that fight is not going to happen. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, well, May 2nd, July 12th, he has plenty of time to prepare himself to face Canelo. So I'm pretty sure he's still going to fight Ishii Smith and defend his belt. Because as we all know, Erislandy Lara got promoted up to the regular champ status for the WBA. But there's one thing getting in the way of that fight also, and that is Canelo Alvarez wants a promotional tour similar to what he had with Floyd Mayweather. He wants, a big media tour. Golden Boy is on board with that idea, so they want to make that happen. And in order for that to happen, Lara cannot fight on May 2nd. So it looks like that fight is not going to take place. They're gonna be full swing promoting this fight. They're gonna make it as big as they can. And, this fight, it looks to me like it will happen. Now, another interesting aspect about this fight is that Lara is the champ, but Canelo Alvarez does not see Lara as a champion. He says, hey, Mayweather beat me, he took my belt, but now Lara is a champ too, so he doesn't consider Erislandy Lara as a champion. So this fight will not be for a title shot. It will not be for a belt. Canelo Alvarez does not want Lara's belt. He said he can keep the belt. He doesn't want the title. He doesn't think he's a champ. He considers Floyd to be the champ at 54. So this fight is not going to be for a title shot. It's not going to be a title fight. So don't be surprised if this fight takes place at the middleweight division. Because you can look at it like this. Hey, I give props to Canelo for, saying what he's saying about that he doesn't consider Lara as a champ, so he doesn't even want his belt. He just wants to beat him to prove to the doubters that he's not scared and that he's actually better than Lara. Or you can look at it like this. Well, I see Canelo possibly saying that because he can't make 54 and he wants to just make this fight at middleweight, possibly at 156, 157. There's always two sides to everything. So it could either be for his reason that he has stated that, he doesn't consider Lara as a champ, so he doesn't need the belt. There's no purpose of it. The belt means nothing. Or, he can't make 54 anymore. He just can't make it. So he's saying this in order to, make this fight at middleweight. We're going to have to find out, when this fight is actually official, to see where it's going to take place, 54 or at middleweight, because it seems that Canelo is getting himself ready for the middleweight division. And just by him saying that he doesn't think Lara's a champ at 54, there's no title on the line. I really doubt he's gonna make the fight at 54. It's most likely going to take place at middleweight, just like when he faced Angulo. It wasn't for a title. He said himself, hey, this is not for a title, so what's the point of making 54? Let's make it at 55. So that's another interesting, key aspect about this fight. Now, we all know Lara does not care if it's at 60 or 54, because he was calling Triple G out a couple months back at 160. So if the fight takes place at middleweight, both of them are going to be, they're going to be happy with it. Nobody's going to trip on that. They're going to be fine with it. But I want to know what you guys think about this fight. Did Canelo make the right call by, calling out Lara 3.5 weeks before his fight against, Ishii Smith? Do you think it was a bad call? Do you think it was, maybe trying to make Lara look bad and saying, well, oh, because you could look like this. Maybe he was trying to make Lara look bad. Maybe he wasn't. Who knows? I see on the internet all the time people coming up with their own theories and their conspiracy theories and all that shit. They're saying, hey, Maybe Canelo's just calling out Lara because he knows Lara has a date, and you know, Lara, he doesn't want to look like a pussy and just back out of that fight just to get a shot at a bigger money fight. Or he could say, well, or I've actually heard a lot of people say, oh, Canelo's only doing this because he knows that Lara's going to be tired and he's not going to be in 100% condition because he just came off a fight. I mean, you guys just stop it. I mean, he's calling him out because he wants to fight him. And I believe Lara's not going to take that fight with Ishe Smith. He's going to take the Canelo fight. I mean, he went, to the press conference, up at the podium and called him out in front of everybody. And for him to not take it, I think that's just going to be like, what was the point of all that? So this fight is going to take place. I have like an 80%, it's like 80% guaranteed for me that it's going to happen. But you never know until everything is official. We don't know. But let me know what you guys think about this fight. To me and to a lot of boxing fans, it's going to be a great fight. And what a good way to kick off the second part of the year, as far as pay-per-view fights, because we might get Chavez Jr. versus Triple G on pay-per-view as well. That's another good one in the same month, just a week apart. But we're not sure yet. So hey, it's looking good for the start of the second part of the year, as far as big fights on pay-per-view. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys buy this fight? Do you guys like it? You guys hate it? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, see you later.